Whether you're new to Dreams or if you've been around since beta, there may be some little tips, tricks, and hidden features that you were previously unaware of. First, with the grid snap turned on, there's a little shortcut to quickly change the size of the grid. You can do this by holding down L1 and pressing up or down on the directional buttons to scale your grid up and down. Up in the top left corner of the screen will indicate what mode you are currently in. However, it also has a way to reset your current view back to the default view you'd find when starting the scene. Additionally, you can create your own custom camera bookmarks to quickly zip around any creation. When smearing a shape, you might be using something like the sphere as your shape of choice. But if you move too quickly, you will get skipped lines such as this. Now if you use the curve tool, you can freely smear your sculpt without any skipping, and you can even change the thickness depending on the amount of pressure you put on the right trigger. The mirror tool can be very handy in making symmetrical sculpts. However, if you delete any shape or undo, the mirror will be reset. If you want to avoid this, you can start by placing a shape to establish your mirror. Then, instead of deleting the shape, you can subtract with a stamped or smeared shape. This will maintain the mirror no matter what. Live cloning is great for editing multiples of the same thing at the same time. A default example of this can be found in the base puppet, where each limb is synchronized with its counterpart. This is very helpful, but for example, if I want to make one arm different than the other, I'm unable to, unless of course, I desynchronize the clones by hovering over them with the clone tool and pressing triangle. Now I can freely alter one limb without affecting the other. If you're trying to find out what wire goes where, you can quickly press L1 and R1 on any wire to be taken to the opposite end. This can make it a lot easier to figure out connections. You can extend or shrink your view on any timeline by holding L1 and pressing left or right on the directional buttons. This can help with things like precision or when simply dealing with large timelines. Many outputs can be split to create even more outputs, allowing for more advanced and more specific logic. For example, if you have a multiplayer game and want to have different logic depending on who possesses a puppet, you can split the output from the controller sensor to have unique signals. In this instance, it can be useful for having things such as player indicators. Sometimes a little optimization is needed. Opening the tweak menu and turning up the looseness slider will alter the appearance of a sculpt, but not actually decrease the thermo. To properly optimize a sculpt, you can either use the sculpture detail tool to lower the quality, or while in sculpt mode, use the looseness tool. Additionally, unseen spots on a sculpt can be lowered more to help further optimize your creations. If you want a way for other dreamers to easily find your creations, consider making a collection. You can customize and place all kinds of things. You can even edit the thumbnail by selecting anything within the collection and then choosing to set collection icon. To make this easy to find on your profile, you can select Send To and then View on indreams.me. This will show you a link that you can then enter in your bio to add a quick and easy clickable link on your profile page. This can also be done from the site itself. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something as a new dreamer or as an experienced dreamer. There are a lot of things that we simply didn't notice before that can make creation so much easier. I'll see you next time, but in the meantime, happy holidays, and as always have sweet dreams.